After weeks of the United States arguing or possibly over the idea of sending long-range missiles to Ukraine, finally the United States has agreed to send long-range rockets or missiles to Ukraine to help the Ukrainian forces withstand the onslaught of the Russians. You know, when I heard Joe Biden the other day saying that, oh, the United States is not going to send long-range missiles to Ukraine because it's going to be escalatory. I'm like, what? Well, you know, war kills everybody. War kills. War is death and destruction. But if Russia is not made to understand this scenario that war is not good, Russia will continue to do it. Georgia, as I said in my last video, Crimea, Syria, and all over the place, Russian troops have been doing these things. So when Joe Biden said, oh, the United States is not going to send long-range missiles. So Russia is using long-range missiles to destroy pan-Ukrainian territory. And so when Lindsey Graham, Republican Lindsey Graham said, criticize Joe Biden, and I tell a lot of Democrats to criticize Joe Biden for not agreeing to send long-range missiles to Ukraine. Because Ukrainians need to be able to defend their territory against Russia's onslaught. So when Joe Biden said, we're not going to send, so I said, oh, what is the same thing that happened to America dumping the gas in Afghanistan? Is that what's going to happen to Ukraine? Is America going to leave Ukraine in the fight and stop supplying her with the weapons she needs to withstand Russia or drive Russia out of her territory? But then there's a change of heart. After Lindsey Graham and other people, Republican and other people, criticized Biden's decision not to equip Ukraine with the necessary equipment they needed. Let's see what happened. Biden says something. Biden now has agreed to send long-range missiles to Ukraine to help them, counter Russia, long-range strikes. All of what Russia is doing in Ukraine is, hitting them with rockets. And now Ukraine will have the ability to strike back. The Germans too promised something. Let me tell you what both of them promised. So as I said initially, Germany too has agreed to send Ukraine the RST air defense system. According to the German Chancellor Scholz, he said this system will be able to protect Ukrainian cities from Russian rockets. So you see how those guys are all working together to ensure that they can protect and defend, to can help Ukraine defend itself. What I don't understand is why would anybody think that Russia should be calling the shots? Russia should not be calling the shots. Russia should not dictate which weapons go to Ukraine. No, Russia is pounding Ukraine from all angles. Russia is blocking Ukrainian coast. No grain can leave Ukraine. It's not Russia's responsibility to say which weapons go to Ukraine. It is not Russia's responsibility. It is not. Russia should not be saying which weapons Ukraine receive to defend themselves. So the RST defense system that the Germans are sending, according to the German chancellor, is able to protect an entire city, from Russian attack. But my one thing is, I say, is going to get it in July. So I don't know what's going to happen from here to July. The war is bad. The war is bad. I hope that we can find a way to end this war. But ending this war should not be at the description or should not be on the term of Putin. So that's why the Americans and other people have to help Ukraine defend their territory. I hear other people saying that, oh, Ukraine should give her land for peace. France, according to the Ukrainian, France president suggested that. And I want to believe that he suggested that, although the French government denied that. But the thing I can say is their war in Ukraine will not end unless America agrees. Unless America has spent up to $4.5 billion in Ukraine since February. And the Ukrainians won't give up territory just for peace. They did it before in Crimea. They did it when the Russian separatist group in the St. Donbass area and the Minsk agreement. And I don't think they're willing to do it again. I don't think they're willing to do it again. So I think it's going to be a mistake for anybody to think that Russia should be the one calling the shots. Russia should not be the one calling the shots and the whole game. No, they should not. They should not dictate which weapons go to Ukraine. They should not dictate which weapon go to Ukraine. That is not their place. It is not the Russians' place to say which weapon goes to Ukraine. You are watching Delmarva Point of View on YouTube. Delmarva Point of View is a community-based YouTube channel. We try to make this big. If you're not already subscribed to our channel, subscribe to our channel. We do this every Thursday and Friday, giving our perspective on the issues that are happening around the world. I know everybody is glued to the TVs to see what is unfolding in Ukraine, unfortunately, and the death and destruction. And I just think that Russia should not be the one to dictate what is happening in Ukraine. The only solution to the problem in Ukraine right now is Russia should get out of Ukraine. Russia should get out of Ukraine, and yet the Ukrainian people decide their own future. It is not the Russian people's place to dictate what's going to happen in Ukraine. No, it's not their place, and they should not be allowed to call the shots. They should not be allowed to call the shots. And I was so glad that Lindsey Graham, just said what I wanted to say. That Joe Biden should not refuse to give Russia as a Ukraine weapons to defend itself, its territory. And as I was saying, the laughable thing, I'm laughing because it sounds funny. You can't use a weapon to fire inside of Ukraine. But the British defense secretary made it clear. If at all Russia is firing weapons, firing missiles and strikes from inside of Russia, are those targets legal targets? Are those targets, should Ukraine hit the targets? I don't know. Should Ukraine hit the targets? I don't know. This is something they got to, I think that was something that maybe Biden and Zelensky discussed. What is a legal target if Russians stay in Burgai and fire missiles into Kharkiv? Fire into Burgai is a legal target. Are the Ukrainians, justified in firing back at where the rockets are coming from? So it's a lot of things. But my thing is, we should try to end the war, but the war should not be ended on the terms of Russia. Russia should withdraw from Ukraine. You're watching my Delmarva Point of View on YouTube. Delmarva Point of View on YouTube is a community-based YouTube channel. We come to you every Thursday and Fridays with top development issues around the world. And today we are talking about the United States and the Germans and the Americans are sending Ukraine advanced weapons to counter Russia attack. And as I said already, the Ukrainians are attacking Russia now in the Kherson region. As I said, the Kherson region is somewhere around, not too far from Kashmir. That's not Kashmir, sorry, from Crimea, in Crimea. So by the attacking that, they try to frustrate or try to threaten Russia's supply line, Russia's supplies line, so that they too cannot. I think the war will not end unless Russia can understand that she can't be allowed to stay on Ukrainian soil. She can't be allowed to stay on Ukrainian soil. Ukraine will have to defend her territory, no matter what it takes. And the war in Ukraine will not end. What Europeans can do anything they want to do, especially France can do anything it wants to do. But Americans and the Ukrainians will have to agree before the war comes to an end. That's the thing here. America has spent $4.5 billion in the past 4 months to support Ukraine, to defend itself. America was part of the Minsk agreement that make Ukraine to give up its nuclear weapons. So you think America is going to spend all this money to help Ukraine defend itself and going to allow Russia to stay over there? Who's going to pay? Who's going to pay for all the damages, all the destruction that have been done? France can't pay for it. The European Union can't pay for that. All that. Russia should be made for it. And the only way Russia will pay for that is when Russia is defeated on the battlefront. When Russia is defeated on the battlefront. Thank you very much for watching. You're watching Delmarva Point of View on YouTube. Delmarva Point of View on YouTube is a community-based YouTube channel. We come to you every Thursday and Fridays with thought-provoking issues. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, but next Thursday, I'll come to you and discuss the NBA championship. The first game between Golden State and Boston. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you next week. Have a good day. Bye-bye for now.